Well, now we gonna talk about reports on audited financial statement. What are the contents of a financial audited financial report presented by the auditors, or what are the basic requirements of writing a report? Reports on audited financial statements. That's a topic we're gonna talk today. Uh, Now, what are the learning objectives of this topic is describe the association framework that explains that what should be reported in the report and what should not be. Determine whether a public accountant is associated with the financial statement. Describe the three level of assurance. Compare and contrast the scope and the opinion paragraphs in an independent auditor's report. For a given set of accounting facts and audit circumstances, analyze qualified, adverse, and disclaimer audit report. Determine the effects of materiality and uncertainty to audit report choices and explain the purpose of a significant matter paragraph. The essentials of a report on audited financial statements. The independent auditor's report on an company's financial statement is a standardized public statement using standardized wording outlined in generally accepted auditing standards. It states the auditor's opinion on whether the financial statements are fairly presented, forming an audit opinion in the ultimate goal of an audit. Now, what is audit opinion? uh, Unmodified, unqualified, or a clean opinion. So there are three different types of opinions the auditors can make. The most simple and without any objection, we can say it's unmodified, unqualified, or clean opinion. Mostly commonly observed in most of the cases in we find that it is like unqualified and unmodified. Required by securities regulator. The second type of report can be modified opinion due to gap violations that affect fair presentation or due to scope limitation that impair auditors' ability to fully comply with the GAS, generally accepted auditing standards. So that's a modified opinion. And the third one is a disclaimer of opinion. Unable to provide any opinion because it was impossible to get the audit evidence required. So these are the three possible outcomes of an audit. Audits or auditor's opinion is based on obtaining reasonable assurance, also referred to as a high level of assurance. Reviews, lower level of assurance or moderate level of assurance, and compil compilation, no level of assurance. So there are three levels of assurances that if they are involving in compilation, reviewing, or audit. So audit is a high level of assurance, review is a moderate level of assurance, and if there is a compilation, then it is no insurance. Association framework. That's part one we're going to discuss here. Association is a term used within the profession to indicate a public accountant's involvement with an enterprise or with information issued by that enterprise. Association can arise in three ways. The one is through some action. The public accountant becomes associated with the information issued by the enterprise without the public accountant's knowledge or consent. The enterprise indicates that the public accountant was involved with information issued by them, or a third party assumes that the public accountant is involved with the information issued by the enterprise. So when associated with information, a public accountant's professional responsibility includes the following. Applicable standard in the CPA Canada handbook must be met. The public accountant comply with their professional institute's rules of professional conduct, and there is an appropriate communication of the extent of their involvement with the information. Under Canadian Standard on Association 5000, the public accountant is required to obtain an understanding of how the public accountant's name or communication is intended to be used to assess if the consent is needed. As a professional accountant, you are a public accountant, you are associated with the financial statement when you consent to the use of your name in connection with the statement, or you have prepared or performed some other services with respect to the statement, even your name is not used in any written report. The concept of association is far reaching. Statements are produced on the public accountant letterhead. Statement result from computerized bookkeeping services performed by the public accountant. A document containing financial statements merely identifies an accountant as the public accountant or auditor for the company. Now, the level of assurances that the auditors is providing: high assurance that we do audit, positive assurance in our opinion, limited assurance review, uh, negative or moderate assurance nothing has come to our attention, no assurance compel, no attempt to verify accuracy or a completeness of information. So this is the part one in which we just discussed the level of assurances and how the association of a public accountant with the or corporation.